Lauren is now 29 years old. Her brain was damaged by the severity and frequency of her seizures, and she's living at the Misericordia Home for the Developmentally Disabled in Chicago. Do you remember what it felt like to have a seizure?
It felt like it was really scary when I had them.
Like what? Can you describe it?
Like that I was feeling like I was going to fall down when I had them.
The other half of the story isn't just what happened
like
during the seizures,
look.
but between the seizures, because the
He's
medications
like teaching me how to draw.
and the treatments were so
Yeah, see it?
He's like
hard,
making
and
stuff
they
that I
impacted
can
on her
draw,
personality, and they impacted on her cognition, they impacted on her ability to walk.
Where?
I'm 18
You guys see it?
years old.
By the time Lauren was 18, they had tried 23
Oh,
different
yeah.
medications and an unsuccessful brain
Okay.
surgery. Nothing worked, and the Axelrods were stunned to realize
Hey, y'all.
little research and money
No,
were
go back there.
dedicated to
What are you
finding a
making?
cure.
Nothing.
Epilepsy
Videotaping
strikes
us?
No.
many people
What are you
every
doing
year
then?
as breast
I'm just
cancer,
testing the camera,
which gets
if it's
5
working. Come on.
times more federal funding. So Susan and 2 other mothers started
Go back
a
to your thing.
nonprofit called Cure to raise awareness and fund innovative research.
Why can't this stop the seizure? I mean, this is a disease that's been known since biblical times. And it just seemed the research and the ability to treat and control was so primitive.
Why? Yes, you say. It's been around forever. It affects so many people.
You know, it was viewed even into this century as, widely as demonic possession and so on. You know, it's so frightening to see someone have a seizure, and it makes people uncomfortable.
That is a seizure. You are looking at a seizure.
Some of Cure's money goes to the lab of Dr. Frances Jensen at Children's Hospital in Boston, and she's making significant progress. Her team is developing the first medicines designed specifically for newborns, whose growing brains are particularly susceptible to seizures.
Some of the epilepsy that affect babies, they don't respond to adult drugs. So if the seizures don't get corrected, the brain development in the more severe cases gets affected.
Dr. Jensen's method for developing new drugs involves actual epileptic brain tissue, which she can keep alive for several hours, enough time for her to experiment with different medications.
This cell coming out of the human patient, you can see, is having an epileptic seizure.
She's testing a new anticonvulsant drug, and at least in the lab, it worked.
We can see that we've stopped brain activity in this case.
Well, this seems like a Eureka drug, is it?
Well, it is a prototype drug, so in this case it worked.
But no one medication will ever treat the more than